Good morning and welcome to the fifth quarter AZ. My name is Danny Neal and I am your co-host for today. Now, I normally go through a whole spiel before I bring my other co-host on, but I'm bringing Coach Johnson on early this morning. That man, they won last night. The girls put on a great performance. Now he's going to the quarterfinals of the state championship, trying to, just keep that state championship that he won last year and don't let anybody take it from him. So I know he's smiling this morning. Good morning, Coach Johnson, and congratulations on the win last night.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning to you as well, Coach. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. I was there last night to watch the girls perform and show them show out, man. Just really proud of the way they played.
Yeah, we played Prescott last night, and we didn't get a chance to play them for a second time during the course of the regular season. And just during the voting for region and everything, their coach Jamie, she was just saying how much they wanted to play us at that last game because we played them so early in the season, and so they are much improved as they went through the season, and so ultimately we ended up getting matched up in state. And so they came out, they played hard, they played tough.
Yes, they did.
We had to lock in, and ultimately in the end we were able to get the victory and get a chance to move on.
So move on. Where do you move to from here?
So now we're in the quarterfinals, and we host another home game because we're ranked 3, and so we'll play Flowing Wells tomorrow night at 7:00. And so we ask that the community come out. Right now it's all about just Flagstaff. Since we're the last spring sport standing at this point, it's not necessarily about Flag High, Cocoa, Bases, MPA. It's just about Flagstaff. And so, we hope that the community come out and really lends a hand and support us tomorrow night at 7:00.
Hey, man, and you always correcting me, but ain't basketball a winter sport, not a spring sport?
Didn't I say winter?
No. There go your perfect show. Forget
it. Hey, we gonna rewind that. We gonna do film study on that.
Okay, you rewind and you do some. And while you're talking about that, I got to give a couple of shout outs. First of all, to my granddaughter Brea, she went out. She played last night in the Open. They lost, but she had a fantastic season playing for 6A Valley Vista. Second team all region as a freshman. So Brea, great job. Keep your head up, baby. I love you. Secondly, to your, I would say better half, but your better 3/4. Julie, she watches the show every morning. She's going to tell you what you said. I promise you. She's going to tell you what you said. Julie, get him as soon as he walked through the door. All right? So, and lastly, one young lady that was on our show a few weeks ago, Cheyenne Sorrenson, who was a world-class baton twirler. A couple weeks ago, update from the Pan Pacific Cup baton championships in Calgary. Cheyenne came home with the second, third, fourth, and 12th places in her events in the women's junior division. Over 300 athletes from Canada, Japan, and the U.S. She said what an experience it was, and we're just very proud of her. That we have something coming up with her with her medals, and Cheyenne, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep making Flagstaff proud, young lady. You are doing awesome. So, man, we just got some people doing some big things around town. And, once again, for your better 3/4, Julie, she told me to keep my forehead out the shot. So I'm going to try really hard to do that, Julie. I'm trying really hard to do that. So, yeah, man. So, Florida Wells, you played Florida Wells this week. And that was a shocker because they beat a higher seed.
They did beat a higher seed, but Florida Wells has been solid. They've competed well against a lot of people throughout the year. And so, you just got to be ready at this point in the season. You got to be ready for everybody's best effort. I mean, they're athletic, they're aggressive. They play a 2-3 zone that's pretty tough. They'll press every now and then, but for us, we just got to play Lady Eagles basketball. We got to get in, we got to lock in defensively, and we got to use that defense to create easy offense. And so, if we can do that, and we're at 7,000 feet, we'll use everything we can to our advantage.
Right, and I know you were saying last night that you looked at the film of Prescott. They came out, they play a 3-2. They get at you defensively, and they came last night and didn't do anything that the film showed that they do. So how do you adjust for something like that?
They did. And I think when teams man us, I mean, since we man so much, we go against that all the time in practice. And so, I want to make sure that I prepare the team for stuff that we don't necessarily practice against a lot. And so I'd rather us go over a bunch of reps on some stuff that we anticipate them doing and then them not doing it and they try and man us, as opposed to just keep working on our man and then they come out in a zone defense or a press that we're not accustomed to and then we struggle. And so even though Prescott didn't necessarily run the 3-2 like they did our first game and like they've done, with other teams, they came in and tried to really press us tight with man. We can adjust to that because that's what we do. And so when they come with man, I'm good with that because I'm confident in our execution with our man offense.
Right. And I know you're not a record keeper or statistician, but Lady Eagles have been to the quarterfinals, I know at least, 10 years straight, somewhere around there. I know you don't know, but I'm just assuming that I just can't remember when last time when we didn't go to the Final Four even.
Right.
Yeah. So we've been very successful under you and just the way you've been handling it. And so just kudos to you and congratulations to you. And just keep rolling, man. Saturday night, 7 o'clock, Flagstaff High School Memorial Gymnasium, Flagstaff Lady Eagles trying to get to the Final Four one more time. Hey, be there, be there. So
Yep.
with that, Coach, man, it's basketball year round for us. I think everybody knows that. So with that, our guest today is someone who is really special to us in a lot of different ways. But our subject today is about Flagstaff hoops basketball. And so, without further ado, we want to bring on the lady that keeps flag hoops running. Without her, we don't have flag hoops. We'll ask her about the many hats that she wears. And with that, I want to introduce the lady that takes care of everything for flag hoops, the lady who takes care of my granddaughters, my daughter-in-law, Cynthia Rush. Good morning, Cynthia. How you doing?
Good morning. Hi, how are you guys?
We just doing what we do. You know how you at.
Yes.
You're around him almost every day. You know how this guy do.
You guys got to keep each other in line.
We do. How you doing, Cynthia?
Good, good. I'm happy to be here with you guys today.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely happy to have you.
Well, and speaking of keeping people in line, because I'm 19 years older than him and a little bit older, he always trying to tell me what I can eat and what I can't eat, what you got to do, you know how you do, Cynthia. And every time somebody, hey man, you want a candy bar? No, he can't have that and all that. And so I can't stay with it. But I want you to know, man, these Girl Scout cookies, I've been killing them bad boys, man. I've been killing them. But anyway, I just had to get that in. But Cynthia.
Somebody's got to keep you in line, Danny. I'm grateful he does that.
I'm glad somebody appreciated it.
But Cynthia, so flag hoops. We're talking about flag hoops today.
Yes.
First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in flag hoops.
Oh my goodness. So, well, I never thought I would be a basketball mom ever. Just kind of fell into my lap thanks to you guys and your family and Andre and Janie and everybody. So just kind of fell in my lap. Lexi, my daughter, Lexi, your granddaughter, she always said she didn't want to play basketball when she was young. She's like, I'm not going to play basketball. I'm not going to do it. And then when she was in 3rd grade, she was like, okay, I'm going to play basketball. And then from there, she just fell in love with it. And then we started flag hoops, and I watched Mara and Jonathan, the two that ran it before me, and it just kind of like landed in my lap that I would help take care of flag hoops. And so they trained me, they taught me everything. I mean, I'm still learning every day, and I'm grateful to have you guys to fall back on when I have questions and all that. And then I don't know, it just kind of took off from there. And now I love it so much. I love basketball. I never thought this would be my life, and here I am.
and yes, Coach.
No, I was just gonna say, so Cynthia, tell us, what exactly is flag hoops? How long has flag hoops been around? Give us a little bit of information about it.
All right. So flag hoops has been around since 2002. So 22 years. I think it's the longest, well, for sure, the longest club basketball team in Flagstaff, for sure. I'm not sure about Northern Arizona, but it's definitely, it has its roots here in Flagstaff for sure. And it's just a competitive club basketball team. We travel all around Arizona. We take a couple trips out of state, and we just play competitively the hardest teams we can. I like how you guys always say we are going to play the hardest teams because they're the ones that are going to make us better. So, and it's true. It's crazy. I always think about how when Lexi first started, they would lose all their games, and you would always say, "Don't worry, trust the process. It's okay. Just watch what happens." And now I look at them in high school, and I'm like, they were right.
It
So,
is a method to the madness, that's for sure.
That's, I mean, Coach Johnston can tell you that when we first started flag hoops, I literally, and this is no lie, went 10 years and never won a game.
that's so crazy.
Never won one game, but those same kids, most of them out of that group, went to Sanawa, were all region players, all state players, went on and played college basketball. I literally had one guy, Kyle West from Flagstaff High School, who we went to Vegas playing the tournament. We got beat by 60, and he got recruited because how hard he played being down by 50 points.
That's
So
so
there is a method to the madness.
yes. Yeah, it's so good, and it's fun to watch the girls' confidence grow as they get older. They went from like we never win to playing in high school with this confidence and going to state and all this. It's just so exciting to watch, especially when you see them when they're young and now they're older and like, oh my gosh, I feel like my whole heart is in it.
So exactly, I got my glasses tangled up here. Julie gonna tell me about that. What is your job title? What is your duties with Flagstaff High, with Flag Hoops?
So, I'm the secretary and treasurer. I have Jay last year and this year, thank goodness. She kind of helps me keep organized and puts things together for me. She's so awesome. I can lean on her for a lot. So, yeah, so I just like the uniforms, the insurance, the practices. Well, I've helped get out all the information about practices. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess
Just do everything.
help it flow.
Well, what you do is you allow us to coach.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
hopefully you guys don't have to think about much. But I do still lean on you a lot.
Well, we lean on you a lot too, and so it's definitely a two-way street, and we definitely appreciate everything that you do. Because again, as we come into stuff, our biggest assets is the ability to be able to coach the kids, not necessarily have to do all the books and this, that, and the other. Because we want to focus on being able to coach the kids and make the kids better. And when we talk about flag hoops, what's like the age group that flag hoops deals with?
So we start at third grade, and then we have teams all the way up to seniors in high school. So I can't remember if seniors can play this year. When they're seniors, are they done with flag hoops, or can they play for the first couple months and then I couldn't remember. So I was like, oh, I'll just have to ask you guys.
Yeah, technically they can still play in the club circuit, and if they're not signed. And so if they're not signed, they can still play in the club circuit and try and get more looks, all that good stuff. And so there is a possibility for seniors to play if they're not signed.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I better ask him about that. And then yeah, and so we have boys and girls, and we just try. Even took, I think last year or the year before, I think we took a couple second graders too. So yeah, we try to help all the teams, and if we have enough kids for a team, we will create one. So yeah.
And you said the boys. I know we got some exciting news just as far
Oh,
as on the boys' side this year.
yes, we have Martin Reyes coaching our boys team this year. So, and his assistant. So I'm really excited about that. He's so good at bringing out the best in our athletes, and I'm just so excited to see what he does for flag hoops for the boys. I mean, it just seemed that when I watched him coach this past season, he has such a good relationship with his players, and he brings out the best in them, and he expects the most out of them, and it has just made them thrive. So I'm excited to see what these next few years bring for Flag High boys and for flag hoops. I'm really excited about that.
Right, and we want to make clear that it's just not Flag High boys because we take kids from all over.
Oh yes.
Um, and Martin Reyes, if you don't know, is a first year coach at Flag High. He's definitely not a first year coach. He coached boys over at Coconino. He coached girls over at Coconino. Now he's over here bringing his coaching staff over, and that's one of the unique things about Flag Hoops
Yes.
is all of our coaches are certified high school coaches. Not so much parents helping out or whatever. Every coach we have coaches also is a AIA coach. So with Martin coming in and taking over the program, middle school,
Mhm.
uh, freshman, JV, high school, he will take over that whole boys program. And yeah, we're all excited about that. Coach Walton did a great job in past years, and just moving on to Coach Reyes, we continue to be successful.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. I'm
Um,
thankful that you mentioned that we bring people from we bring athletes from all over because we just want everybody to be successful. We want everybody to thrive. So we accept everybody from Coconino, from out of town, from everywhere. So yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And so with that, because we do have a reach, we've had kids come from New Mexico in the past. We've had kids from Page. We've had kids from the Winslow area, Camp Verde area, Ashford, Flagstaff, the different schools. About how many players participate in flag hoops in a given year?
So last year, I think was our most. We had about 65 players last year. So yeah, so we have anywhere from 50 to 65 players every year. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's fun to watch their progress. And it's fun to have so many different teams, especially during the, tournaments. I love how the teams just gather around and watch the younger girls play, the older boys play. It's
Mm.
so exciting and it's so fun to see all that support. It's just like a big family. I love that about flag hoops.
right, and it's nice to go to Phoenix, Vegas,
Yeah.
LA, and all you see is flag hoop shirts.
Yes.
Flagstaff, all over the place. And we talked about all the years we lost. That's not happening anymore. Now we're going out there competing and winning.
Yeah.
And so we're with that Flagstaff on the front of them, they know who we are.
Yes.
And they know that we know that we're coming. And just to piggyback on something you said earlier, we are Flag Hoops is not just the oldest um, competitive program in Northern Arizona. I can only think of maybe two or three others in Arizona that were here when we first started. You know, we had Southwest Showcase, we had Cinco de Mayo, Phoenix's Rising came in. But other than that, um, when we first started, that's what it was. And we're still here and still doing well. Um, so, so I know Coach gave an example. What is you laughing at, Coach?
That light shining off the top of your head when you've been down. That's good. That's gonna be on the that's gonna be on the report.
But oh man, I'm not messing with you this morning. We're having a good show. Uh, so, uh, so, and to play Flagstaff hoops, obviously, there's a cost.
Yes.
So, I just before you tell us how much it costs to play for Flag hoops, Coach Johnson, when your daughter Illy and your son Trail played, um, and they had to go to Phoenix to play, what was the average cost for them to play?
So the average cost for the program, like when Illy played, that was how many years ago? That was 15 years ago, maybe. And so back then, I think they were paying $2,600 to play, and I'm quite sure it's even gotten more expensive now, but there was $2,600 to play. Illy was in a position where she was fortunate that they wanted her to play, and they were able to scholarship her. And so she didn't have to play. When Trev was playing, 10, 12 years ago, he was in a position, he was fortunate. He got on the top team and got sponsored and didn't have to pay. But the club itself, when Trev was paying, was like $3,500 a kid.
And how much is it to play average to play flag hoops, Cynthia?
It is from about $800 to $1,000 a season. It's definitely fluctuates depending on the tournaments that we play. I know a lot of our athletes we usually go to Las Vegas every year, but last year, I don't know, we've been pushing Tyrone for a while to find us a tournament in California. And so it was a little bit more expensive. We were fortunate enough, we have an incredible grant writer. So it actually would have been more, but we were able to kind of take some of that grant to lower the cost a little bit. So I think Tyrone, it would have been like 1,300 or 1,400 if I'm.
Yeah, I think it was 1,400. Just once you put down all the tournaments and the costs and so on and so forth, I think it was 1,400 a kid.
Yeah, so we are fortunate enough to have an amazing grant writer. He's been helping us. He's our angel. He's been helping us a lot. So he's able to lower that cost. It definitely depends on the tournaments, though. I know the girls really enjoyed California. So to Tyrone, maybe this year we can do that again. It definitely depends on our tournaments, but that's about like. We try, I'm sure with inflation and all of that, it's going to be closer to 1,000 this year because I feel like everything's just skyrocketed all of a sudden.
Right. And when you talk about those costs, like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 to play in Phoenix, now you're talking about gas, you're talking about motels, and going to practice, driving back and forth 2 or 3 times a week. Where here we practice 2 to 3 times a week here at home. And unlike a lot of other AAU teams, we actually practice. A lot of teams, they just put their teams together, change weekly from player to player, and don't practice. So that's one of the other unique things about us. So with this cost between 800 and 1,000, what does that all go to?
It goes to our tournaments. Actually, most of it goes to our tournaments. We have our gym fees. We have our coaches' fees. They are not much, but it's just a little something for you guys. But it's just mostly tournament fees, really. I mean, we have a few equipment things that we need to get, but it's mostly tournament, gym, and
Uniforms.
Uniforms. Yes, uniforms are included in that cost. Uniforms are a big part of it. So yeah, it sounds scary, but I mean, we try really hard to make it work out for each athlete. We go above and beyond. I know Danny, I know Tyrone, myself, we kind of go around town and ask a lot of businesses to sponsor us, and a lot of people are so generous and kind. We have we have our grant writer. We just have so many people helping us. So our cost isn't outrageous for our athletes.
Now, even with the cost as it is, again, some families are in a position to where that may be tough for them. And so, like I alluded to with my kids, I was fortunate to be able to get them scholarships so they can have opportunity and stuff like that. Does Flagstaff Hoops have any opportunities like that as far as to be able to scholarship players?
Yes. Again, thankful for our grant writer. He has helped us so much. We have had, I think last year we had 13 athletes scholarships. And we just try really hard to ask for that help from the community to allow these players to play. I think over half of our athletes are low income families, but what I love about Danny and Tyrone is you guys do whatever you can make sure that all of our players play no matter what. And so thanks to our grant. And then we had, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for her. We had another mom last year. She was able to give us a grant from her business that she runs also. So I'm so grateful. It's called Bella. And she's just part of an organization. I hope that's the right name. I have to look, but yeah, it's just, she gave us a little bit of a grant, which helps a lot of our athletes. So really we depend so much on the community. Our grant writer, it's just volunteer work for him. He's doing it out of the kindness of his heart. We're so grateful for the people that allow our players to play, because without our community, it wouldn't happen.
Hey, and that's one of our mottos, is that money's not going to be a reason why you don't play.
Yeah.
We will make sure that you play. You mentioned coaches costs. Yes, we do get a little stipend, but if we get into a bind, that's the first thing that's cut. Okay, we will not get paid. If won't get the stipend if that's what happens.
Sorry for
So,
that interruption, guys.
huh?
Sorry
What's
for
that?
that interruption.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, my-
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
Coach?
look, I got a question that just came in. Our guy Tommy Hernandez, he sent a question over directly. He was just saying, how can one donate to Flagstaff Hoops?
Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Thank you for that question. It's such an important part of our program, so I appreciate that. So we are actually getting our website. Thank you to Adrian Ortega. He's trying really hard to get our website put together. So hopefully from there we have a chance to have a link on there to donate. But for now, you can contact me, and we do have Venmo, which is so helpful. And then usually a lot of it is just checks, and we just take those and use them. And we have W-9 forms for people and all of that. So yeah, the best way right now would be to contact me, and then we can go from there.
right, and we don't want to put your phone number out there for everybody like that. But if you need to contact her, of course, Coach Johnson, his phone number is probably all over the place. Or myself, and we will get you in touch with Cynthia
Yes.
to do
And
just that.
yes, and then also keep an eye out on our social media, because when our
Yes.
website is complete, we can put that information on there. But also, our social media is a great way to contact any of us, because from there we can I know a lot of people, if you don't have a way to contact Flag Hoops, that would be the best way, is through our social media.
And what all social media do we have?
So we have Instagram, and we have Facebook. And it's just, if you just type in the search engine Flagstaff Hoops, you will be able to find it.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. If there's a child that wants to play flag hoops,
Mm-hmm.
how do they go about getting in touch with us? Are we having a meeting for everybody who's interested? Parents have any questions? How do they go about that?
So yes, again, the best way for that to get that information is through our social media. We are having a parent meeting March 17th, and I believe the time is 4:00.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay, 4:00, March 17th. We are asking that players come, parents come, and we will have the details for this coming season.
Okay. So, if you wanted to be a coach for Flag Hoops, interested in volunteering, being a coach for Flag Hoops, how would they go about doing that?
So the best way to do that would be, if you don't have a way to contact Danny or Tyrone, of course, use our social media, send a message. But yeah, so social media would be the best way to contact the coaches if you don't know. But if you don't know how their phone number or any other way to get a hold of them, but I kind of leave that to you guys. You guys definitely make good choices in the coaches and know what works for our program. So I would get them in contact with you guys, and then I would leave that to you to kind of work out with them.
Yep, and
You
I
guys,
leave it to hymns. I let hymns decide.
Well,
No.
and I will say that all of our coaches in Flagstaff Hoops, once again, are certified high school coaches. We're very selective as to who we want to coach with us at Flagstaff High School because one thing that we
And
tell
that's Flagstaff Hoops, not Flagstaff High School.
you just wait, you couldn't wait, could you? You just couldn't wait. Okay, my bad. And I'm glad you said that, Coach, because we want to make sure people understand. Just because most of our coaches are from Flagstaff High School, this has nothing to do with Flagstaff High School. Yes, our coaches at Flagstaff High School. Yes, we practice at Flagstaff High School, but this is Flagstaff Hoops. We have zero tolerance to anybody, whether it's one of our coaches, other parents trying to recruit a kid to another school. You will not be a part of this program if we find out anybody is trying to recruit someone else. If you're going to Coconino and play for Flag Hoops, you go back to Coconino, and we'll be there every game we can to support you. If you go to Mingus, come play for Flagstaff Hoops, you go back to Mingus, and we will be there to support you. When we play you, we're going to try to beat you. That's all there is to it. As far as coaches go, we're very selective. We went through a few coaches who asked to coach with us. And no, we don't get technicals. Well, I guess I can't say it now. But um, we that really tickle you, man. But we get coaches that understand we're not here for a Facebook photo op. We're not here to, yeah, pull players. We're here for these kids to get better and simple. I'll let Coach Pigtail off of that.
So we're not here for Picture Sunday?
We like you got to group up for Picture Sunday if you make it to the. But up until last couple of years, we didn't have the opportunity. Last few years, we got to be ready for Picture Sunday.
Oh, man. You are a fool. So you talked about like tournaments and where we play. How many tournaments do we play in a typical season for flag hoops?
So we try to play 2 tournaments a month. I know last year we had a few parents like, can we play again? Can we play again? But we try to keep it 2 tournaments a month because we want that cost to stay decent. And we play 1 in March, 2 in April, 2 in May, 2 in July. June is usually dedicated to June ball. So all the athletes usually go back to their high schools and play with their high schools. And then we all come back together again in July and play those 2 tournaments. And then you guys throw an awesome tournament in August, which is super fun to attend. So we have that one also up here in Flagstaff.
So good. Excuse me. How successful has Flag Hoops been as far as getting players seen, getting them looks from college coaches, from recruiters?
So I love it because we are traveling all around Arizona, and those out-of-state games help a lot. So it definitely gets our girls exposed, our boys exposed to faces and coaches and all of that at a higher level. I'm sure you guys can expand on that a little bit more. That's something that you guys know a little bit more than I do. So I'm going to leave the floor to you and let you expand on that.
And that's Coach Johnson's forte. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm moving that right on over to Coach Johnson. Every time recruiters come want to talk, hey, you go talk to that man.
Yeah, no, we've been successful historically in getting kids seen, just like you said, Coach Neal. I mean, you had Lyle West, who, even though we weren't winning, still got recruited back when Michelle Blanton was playing. We were playing in the Nike and in the summer tournament, and that gave us an opportunity because of how we played flag hoops wise to get into the Nike during the season. And so, you know, we've had success. We've gotten girls to Division I schools, NAIA schools. We've had D2, we've had JUCO. And so we have a lot of movement that come through the program. And then on the boys side, we've had similar success. We've been able to help kids get to NAIA. We've had some kids from the program that play D1. We've had them go JUCO. And so it's just a matter for us to make sure that we're putting them in front of coaches and just letting them display their talent, because we have a lot of talent on the mountain. And so our job is to really get them in front of the coaches so that they can play against the people that the coaches are recruiting. And then it's just their opportunity to show what they can do.
Right. So we talked about if a business wants to donate to Flag Hoops, the best way is through contacting Cynthia through through Facebook, through Instagram, or contacting Coach Johnson and I. What are some of the future needs, Cynthia, that Flag Hoops needs right now? What are if somebody wants to donate, a business wants to donate to help our kids, what are some of the needs?
So again, most of our players are low income, so that's our biggest need. We just really want every player to play. But I know we also need equipment. We need, it helps with our uniforms. There's some kids that can't afford a uniform. I know we really need to work on getting shorts. The players ask me every year, are we going to get shorts this year? Are we going to get shorts this year? So that's our biggest need, though, is our athletes. Just trying to get every athlete to play, everybody just busy with their basketball and pursuing it and just growing every year.
Yeah. So if the business does want to donate to us, kind of what's our status? Are we for-profit, nonprofit? How can the businesses benefit if they do send a donation our way?
Yes, so you do get a tax credit if you benefit. We are a nonprofit, a 501c3. So yeah, you do get that tax credit. And we have our W-9 forms and all of that. So we can definitely get you that information if you do want to donate.
Yay. Well, that's that tells a lot about Flagstaff Hoops. There's a reason we've been around for 23 years, 22 years, whatever it is, because of people like Cynthia that come and help. It helps to have a name coach like Coach Johnson out there winning and knowing that you're going to be taught the right way, knowing that you're going to be, as we say, not out here for Facebook ops, but out here to get better. We coach them up just like we would coach a high school team. And it gives girls opportunity to meet new girls, build a lot of teamwork and things like that. So what, Cynthia, would you say if a parent says, why should my child play flag hoops as opposed to one of the other? Oh, and we love all the organizations in Flagstaff. So there's a few more organizations in town who are doing great things. And we don't care as long as the kids are playing basketball. But what can flag hoops offer that maybe some of the others can't?
Again, all of our coaches are AIA certified. We have we have the most incredible coaches ever. I mean, that's our biggest highlight, I would say. Just the consistency of our coaches. You guys have been coaching with us. I mean, Dan, you've been here for 22 years. Tyrone, you've been here for a long
20.
time. 20.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I wasn't sure when you joined.
20.
So 20 years, like it's just, and Jess has been with you for 10 years. Janie has been here with us since you started it, Danny. So I mean,
Coach Andrea's here.
and Andre, we just have such quality, amazing coaches. That's, I think, our biggest highlight. And I love that flag hoops, it's just a family. I feel like we all have each other's backs. it's just such a tight knit group. So yes, those are some of our coaches, those pictures. So it's such a good, I just feel like it's positive, it's respectful, it's kind, and through that it just helps our players grow.
Right. And there's only one organization in the state of Arizona who has a coach who's the 4A state champion, the Arizona Coach of the Year, the 4A Coach of the Year, this year Grand Canyon Coach of the Year. So the credentials we have with our leader, and he's smiling, he's got that old cheesy, I don't want to hear that, but it's a fact. It's a fact. You know, not only has he got all these credentials as a coach, he has those same credentials as a player. People don't understand the player Coach Johnson was going through high school, going through college, and actually playing in the pro league with Kobe on the same team with Kobe Bryant. So, and he also always tells the story how he's sitting there with Kobe Bryant, people coming through asking Kobe for his autograph. Then they come to him, can I have your autograph? And like, don't nobody want my autograph. And then Kobe's like, man, just sign the stuff. So this is the coaches we have. He's older than me, but he's been my mentor as a coach and how to handle kids. And we all learn from him and we all follow his lead. So if he was the coach of the year, then maybe one time I could be the number 3 coach, assistant coach of the year. Y'all can call me or something. But we just have so much to offer. I truly believe on the back of all of our shirts, it says family.
Mhm.
And that's truly the culture that we've established and that we will continue to establish. So Cynthia, we appreciate you coming on today. We appreciate you giving people the knowledge, but we cannot let you go without having Coach Johnson with his da 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 golden nugget question of the day for you, Cynthia.
All right, Cynthia. As a parent of a kid participating in flag hoops, what is it that you hope your child gets out of their experience with flag hoops?
Working hard, working with others, just being a team player. That's all life is that's all we're doing is trying to work with others and help others grow while they help us grow. And I just hope that I know, because I already see it. They just the friends that she has, the family she has, the growth that she's made. I know she gets down on herself a lot, but she works through it every time and she picks herself up and she keeps on moving. And so that's all life is. We get knocked down or we get down on ourselves, and then we are able to pick ourselves up and keep on going. And so I think that's definitely one of the best things that she's gotten from flag hoops. And I just love her tight knit group of friends. Like, I think that they'll be friends forever. She's been friends with them since second, third grade, and they're still friends and they're still playing ball together, whether it's players from Coconino or from all around Arizona. They still are friends and they're still tight and they're still talking to each other. So I do appreciate that. I do feel like it's a forever family. And it just helps them learn how to gain those skills to get through those hard times. So, yes. And I just wanted to tell you guys, sorry, my my dad dropped me off food. That's what all that ruckus was about.
You're good. Look, I didn't even hear it, so
No,
you're
I didn't
good.
either.
But
Right.
Cynthia, we appreciate you. We appreciate your answer on that, and we hope that we are giving the kids the tools and the skills, not only for basketball, but that's going to carry over into life, and they can learn how to have a work ethic, how to be a teammate, and really how to set goals and strive, and hopefully start accomplishing something on the court, and it'll lead to success off the court as well. So we appreciate your time this morning for sure.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Right.
I appreciate you guys for everything you've done for all of our athletes, all the community, Flagstaff community. You help these kids stay out of trouble, you keep them busy, and you've helped my kids grow so much between Tyrone dancing with Lala and then you guys and Danny being the best papa and everything you guys do for my kids and all the kids in the community. I'm just so grateful for you guys.
Right. And you know, it's really special to have girls from Coconino, Winslow, wherever play. And then when they play against each other,
Yes,
they
that's
battle. They
uh,
battle. But if they knock one another down, they help each other up, then they knock them back down again. Yeah, yeah, you know, they play
yes,
hard and they know that if they're playing for Coconino and they're playing against me, I still have an expectation for the way they better play.
yes,
Even against me.
yes.
And just to see them, you know, before games, hug and before the games, and then go out there and battle.
Yeah,
And then after the games, they just hugging each other and at the concession stands together. And you see them just rooting for each other.
yeah.
Because even though they go to different high schools, they're still part of the Flag Hoops family.
No, it's so amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm grateful that this has been such a huge part of our lives because even Macy's only 7 years old and this is her basketball is her home. Hopefully she'll end up playing. She already has a contract with Tyrone, so it has to happen. But I mean, it's a home for them. They're gonna have all their memories here at basketball. So
When you look at Macy, who's in 7th grade now, and Tegan's little sister, McKenna, who's a
oh yeah,
basketball nut, and they'll probably go from 6 years old and go through playing if they continue all through there. So
yeah.
it's the friends
It's
they
like
meet, and that's what's important.
yeah, it's a new era. But Macy's only 7. She's not in 7th grade. She's only
Oh,
7.
that's true.
I was gonna get him, Cynthia. Thank you.
Y'all know what I meant. That's my granddaughter. I know how old she is. But anyway, you know, we just once again, March 17th, players, coaches, parents meeting.
At Flag
Um
High.
at Flag High, 4 o'clock. The players bring your practice stuff because we'll still do probably just a little open gym, not a practice per se, but get out there and run a little bit. Get your legs back under you for the ones who haven't been doing anything, who are not on that state championship run. So everybody's invited. Come check us out. Coaches will be there. And hey, hope to see everybody. Cynthia, thank you.
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me.
All right, you have a great
Right.
day, Cynthia. We
You
appreciate
guys too.
you.
Yes, indeed. And you know, Coach talks about my granddaughter Lexi was back in 3rd grade. I took her in the locker room with me one day at halftime, and I wasn't happy with the team. When she came out, she said, "Papa, I'm not playing for y'all. Y'all yell too much. I'm not playing basketball." And now she got to deal with you for the next 2 years. So yeah, you think I was crazy? Now look at this nut, boy. Y'all just don't know. As he always says, be careful what you wish for. Yes,
Well,
indeed. But that's why his team is in the position they're in right now.
Yes, and she's kind of used to it now through flag hoops, and she's had him
Right.
for a little. So I
Well,
think I
well,
have a picture with you and with Lexi and Tyrone since 3rd grade every year, and of course you too, Danny.
well, her first year coming up playing freshman Flag High. The first day he coached her first game, all I heard was Lexi. Then he said, Lexi Neal. And I'm like, man, keep my name out your mouth. Don't be putting my name in it. Those, you know. So it's been fun. We will continue to have fun. I think the girls see the fun me and Coach Johnson now with each other. And
Yes.
they give us the same treatment, but they also know as much as we holler, scream, get at them, we hug them, love them, cry with them, everything just the same.
Yes.
So, okay, We're ready to go. We're ready. Let's get this high school championship. Then we'll talk about flag hoops.
Yes.
All right, Cynthia, you have a good day. I know it's your day off.
Right.
Go,
Okay.
go eat what Papa Fritz brought you.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right.
we'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Coach. Hey, that was a good show, man. Getting the word out there about things that are happening. Now you got to go to work. Going in and see what's to eat.
Yeah, no, and just speaking on flag hoops and speaking on family and speaking on just how the girls are benefiting and stuff like that. Last night at our game, we had a girl that used to play for us in flag hoops back in the day, played at Page High School, and just stopped through to watch the game on her way down to see Page tonight. Good old Mallory. So wanted to make sure to give a shout out to Mal. It's just good seeing it. And it's great to see that type of support from kids who came through the program. You know what I mean? She came through flag hoops. We coached her up best we could. She went back to Page, got a couple state championships, knocked us out of some rounds. I mean, and it's nothing but love. And that's kind of what the flag hoops family embodies. And so just wanted to share that.
And Paige is in the Final Four. Their head coach, Buka, also played for us flag hoops.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see. I took pictures. I should have included those in the pictures of you on one end coaching the Christmas tournament this past year. Buka's on the other bench coaching, and I'm like the mentor and the student. Right there. Yeah, I know. And I'm sure that her coaching, wanting to coach, came from playing for you and seeing how you handled it, and her love for coaching came there. And now she's in the Final Four of the 3A.
She is, and Justin probably had a lot to do with that too, as far as her coaching. You know what I mean? And so, but just wanted to share that. And then, Coach, real quick, I think we need to give some props out to soccer, Flag High, boys and girls. They were both ranked number 1 going into the playoffs. Unfortunately, they both lost this last game, but just a great season.
Yes.
Savannah Berry, Mike Jenkins, both coaches of the year for the region. And so just shout out to them for a great season this year. And they've both been on our show as guests as well.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, that's good stuff, man. So 3 of the winter sports, soccer, boys soccer, girls basketball, had coaches of the year. So that's special. And just so happens that you're one of our family. So you get on my nerves, but you're one of our family. So
Yes, man. And look, the feeling is mutual. You family, but you get on my nerves too. As a matter of fact, you're getting on my nerves now, so I'm pissed to go.
That's my job. That's my job. So,
hey, everybody, we appreciate y'all tuning in. If you like what we're doing, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. Tell somebody about the 5th quarter. And then if you have a guest that you want to see on, be sure to hit us up. You can scan the QR code and make some suggestions for people to be on this show. Other than that, I don't know what y'all got to do today. Hope it's a good one. I do know one thing. You ain't got to go home.
But you got to leave here. Peace.